Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. And for those of you that are new here, I do appreciate it. And I started doing the show to bring um, awareness to stroke, traumatic brain injury, aphasia, um, and also providing a platform for survivors to share their journeys from literally across the world. And also bringing on experts in brain health so they can share their knowledge with us so we all could learn. And today, good morning, good morning. Today, I just wanted to quickly talk about here. Good morning, Doug. Nice to see you. Is to talk about, the title of this is Healing Forward, Hope Beyond Stroke. And once my show is on Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. Central Time. And typically once a week, I do a show by myself. Um, from topics that you guys from in the comments, and I do appreciate that. And then bringing on survivors to share their journeys from all across the world. Did I just say that? Yes. And also, um, I do appreciate it. And if you do go to my YouTube channel, if you are watching, and if you're not, please subscribe to Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube and hit the like button, subscribe, and all the above. So again, Healing Forward, Hope Beyond Stroke is the title of my show. It's like finding light and meaning after the darkest moments that we all go through. We'll talk about that. And listen, good morning. And Lindora, Musong, Doug. And again, thank you so much for being here. And it means a lot to me. It really does. Because I really get these topics, I think I said, from some of the comments that are in the comments. So like finding light after the darkest moments that we go through. And I do appreciate survivors, caregivers, and medical supporters tuning in today. And what this is after well, this show is all about what comes after the storm. And I think I put that in the description. And yes, stroke does change us, but it also can awaken us, which totally did. And healing forward means we don't go back to who we were. We go toward who we are becoming. Um, how your life goals and priorities changed after stroke. Um, and this is like interactive. So you guys want to put in the comments, how was your life completely changed, or life goals and priorities changed after the stroke? How and why stroke survivors find new identity and meaning. Um, what did the stroke teach me, you, and everybody about what truly matters? So I'd love to hear all that. And Crystal, good morning. Lynn, if I don't mention you, I will respond in the comments. But this is about all of us. So please put in the comments or excuse me, what has changed in you? What truly matters with you after the stroke or after a brain injury? What truly does matter? That's pretty interesting there. Moments of unexpected joy, rediscovering joy in every day. So moments of unexpected joy or gratitude post-stroke. This is for me. I mean, I look back and say, wow, first time doing something again. Walking, driving, cooking, laughing, crying. Why small wins are big victories for us. Love to know what your victories are, or the first time I made a cup of coffee on my own. It tasted better than before because I earned it. So I'd love to hear what your victories are. Advice for the newly diagnosed. What would you tell somebody on day one of stroke recovery? Look back. what would you say to somebody on day one of stroke recovery? So when they get to the, I would think during the um, going, oh, I can't even speak. To, that's part of it. You know, I'm coming up on 15 years. October 19th will be 15 years since I had my lovely stroke, hemorrhagic stroke. Um, and you know, so that was a big day in my life. What would I tell somebody on the first day? Boy, just things do get better. I mean, think about the first day you had your stroke. Um, um, what would you tell yourself? Could anybody say that to yourself? What would you tell yourself? And I recognize, Crystal. Happy Thursday to you, and hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Musong, I love it. Let's see. I'm still working on that, but definitely appreciate everything way more than usual. Same here. Same here. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I do too. You know, I appreciate all the little things that I hate to say didn't appreciate, but I do completely now. So, what would you tell somebody on day one of your recovery? Words of encouragement for those still in rehab or struggling. You know, tips for keeping hope alive during the tough days. I mean, who doesn't have those tough days? Um, um, like read short messages or quotes. You know, survivors, caregivers, how you keep going. You know, and and I love when you're posting videos. It really makes a big difference. Planning forward, dreams and possibilities. You know, love to know what your future dreams or plans are. Maybe you can highlight ongoing goals or passions post stroke. Another great thing. Um, Reframe limitations into creative adaptions. You know, what do I still dream of doing? What do you guys still dream of doing? And how how am I making it happen in a new way? Um, Love to know. Love to all that what you're going through and what's being positive. I'd love to know that. Um, but, and thank you for commenting. I appreciate you guys. Um, and again, this is on YouTube, LinkedIn, um, Facebook, some other platforms out there. So I do appreciate you guys being there. So yeah, so Musan, I would tell myself learn more and get into a support group as soon as possible. Yeah, you know, in the beginning, I didn't want to be in a support group. That's, you know, I was more embarrassed. I know I've said that a million times, but I, uh, I was more embarrassed that I had a stroke. I didn't really know what a stroke was. I mean, I would love to know how many people knew what a stroke was. I thought it was something that happened to older people. Didn't know at 49 I can have one. But then I've had many guests on my show who have had their stroke high school. Two of them in high school, as a freshman in high school. A friend of mine was on here, and she had two strokes. Really going to get a scholarship for um, soccer. But now, you know, after the craniotomy, you know how that goes. No more heading or all that. But anyway, loving support, get through those days. Yeah, you have to have a good support system. That's for sure. Because I have a great support system. You know, a great support system, and I hope you guys have a good support system too. And if not, the support system is everybody who's out there watching, or get into a support group even online. Go to your local hospitals or I mean, I do that too, several times a month, about three times a month. I go and speak at support groups. To, you know, let them know things do get better. Um, so, Lenora, I would stop arguing with my family and believe that I really had a stroke. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, how far out are you all? Um, Mine, I'm up, coming up October 19th, 2010. That's when I had my infamous day, and it was, I'll tell you, quite the journey going through. But look back. How far you have you come? What are your victories that you are proud of, that you have, you could share with us? What victories and that you're proud of that you went through? Like I said, what kind of goals do you have um, after your stroke? Did you set goals? In the beginning, I didn't. I just thought I'm going to get better right away. Um, but has your goals changed or priorities changed after your stroke? um, you know, this, I think I said it again. What did the stroke teach you about what truly matters? Right? Can you say that? I mean, what truly matters now? I think you talked about walking outside, driving, not having any more seizures. That's a big deal there. How many of you have seizures? What's up? Yeah. What's up, hipster John? Hey, great show. It's still growing so much. Great job the other day, John Loomis. If you haven't seen that show with John, very motivating, very motivating. Um, Doug, let's see. Yeah. So Lynn, yeah, 7 years in August. Doug, mine was in. Yeah, I'd love to know when you guys had your stroke. If you want to put it in the comments, please do it. If you don't, that's okay too. Um, yeah. So Doug, yours is at 2024. Well, still working on my arm, hand work. Yeah. I mean, it takes time. I mean, it's just I thought I was gonna always happy to be. Yes, I always am. Um, it takes time. I tell people, it does get better. I mean, you can't promise it, but it does get better. But um, June 12th coming up, for 1 year. That's amazing. Yeah, John, 2000. Yeah, I knew that. Thank you for putting it in there. I appreciate it very much. And Lynn, 7 years. Yeah, yeah. And Muson, gosh, time flies, doesn't it? I mean, I can remember when we first chatted, um, and still trying to process that as the date approaches. Yes, yeah. But what have you what I say? Uh, Again, what does truly matter to you now? I mean, things have changed. Uh, are you trying to find a new identity or a meaning? Um, you know, but that's stuff I think about all the time. Um, what Why small wins are big victories to us? You know, like I said, driving, um, walking. Um, does anybody wear a watch that counts your steps? Does anybody? I mean, with me, that's a huge deal now. Counting steps. So, well, you have to put the work in to get recovery. Very true. Very true, Mr. Loomis. So good to see you out here. Actually, great to see all of you out here. It makes a big difference. Still, yeah, like Lindora, 5 years. And again, if anybody that has not been on my show, or even if you have, please reach out to me. Let me know if you'd like to be a guest on my show. Once a week, I usually do one by myself, and then I do one. I got an itch in my nose. Anybody have an itch? But oh, you want to be on my show? Share your journey. I mean, it helps. I've had so many people who come on, or they're hesitant to come on, and then they finally come on. They say, "Wow, um, I that it really kind of changed them. That, to open up and let the world know. I always say is, if you can inspire one person, man, that just makes a huge difference. Yeah. So Lindora, you haven't been on. Oh, please reach out to me who has not. And Musang, yeah, maybe we do a little a what do you call it? A little anniversary. We step up and good morning, fine. Got an itch in my nose, my goodness. But let's do a Musang back on and see how things have changed for you. I like that make sure you're posting some kind of videos to show, how much how the progress is going, because that does make a huge difference to look back and say, wow, I remember when I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. I've been told I've plateaued. Has anybody been told that you've plateaued? Wow, I have. And this was probably a couple of years in. So, and I thought, my gosh, this is how it goes. But I would not believe that one bit, because neuroplasticity, rewiring your brain every time you do a new task. That's a victory. I mean, you got to celebrate those little all those victories. Um, yes, I'm glad that you guys have those step counters. And you're right, I have mine. Does the heart rate, does everything on this thing. My step thing, it works underwater. So starting soon, going to be doing pool therapy, going back to therapy. I'm looking forward to that. About every month. Yes. Um, John, yeah, videos inspire. They do. You guys, again, like I said, please um, keep your keep your videos out there so we can see, because it inspires everybody to see, wow, okay, that's a good therapy that I've never done. So that could be something we can do. Good morning, Robin. How's things going? Um, but yeah, please post those videos out there, because it really does inspire and really helps all of us out. I know for me, if I could see, and I do get a lot of these um, well, gosh, these topics from me going back and watching videos of some of the, because a lot of people rewatch these shows, um, and I get the topics from this, and it makes a huge difference. I was just gonna let you know, just thinking about you, Robin. The weather out there here, it's going to be 105 today. I mean, this is crazy, this weather out here. So it's a big deal out here, because we usually go outside in the morning, and have our coffee, and but it gets so hot now for the last few days. So I don't know where you guys are living all there, but that's when I saw you, Robin. That's the first thing I thought of is the weather here. Um, but yeah, so so what I first when you first came on, or I did, this was this title of this topic. I'm trying to think where I got it from, but healing forward, hope, excuse me, beyond the stroke. Um, Always say finding light and the meaning in the after the darkest moments. But um, you know, so what comes after? I call it the storm. You know, um, like I first said in the beginning, is life. Yes, stroke changes us, but it also awakened us. Um, what do you guys appreciate now that you maybe didn't um, prior to the stroke? I certainly, appreciate all those little things out there. Glad I can talk. Um, I know. Thank you for these comments. 88 and very human. Y'all, same here. I don't know what what do you call it? Yeah, it's cloudy and it's going to be a hot one here, north. Yeah. So if you look at the weather out here in the south, um, right here in um, what is it called? What's that? What's it called? What's it called, Jerry? If you find yourself regressing, you know. Now, I only thank you, Mr. Chapman. I don't want to. Everybody has their own. Um, every stroke is different, as you know. So what you're saying is, what is it called, Jerry? If you find yourself regressing, this is what I do for myself. I don't want to. Um, Everybody's different. But for me, I feel like I feel that I'm not doing enough, and then I can feel that in my walking. Um, so that's regressing. Um, um, that's how funny someone's called me, but that's what I think. If I'm feel myself regressing or I catch myself, I'm not doing enough. So I need to do some more. For me, is walking, just doing a lot of things. But that's how I feel. Um, Jerry Chapman. I know I see Gerald's because you had to change your, you know, Facebook thing, and I don't know. That's how. So hopefully, if I didn't mumble enough through that, and you got that, did I make any sense to you about that? Because if I'm regressing, I could feel it. I mean, I could feel it in my, me just doing anything. Um, yeah, yes. Maybe you could have a show like that. Disagree. I like that. So, thank you. That's a another show to do that. Um, let's see. We have ups and downs. Yes, you just have to rethink, refocus, and restart. There's the answer, Jerry, from John Loomis. I like that. Um, I like that too about that. Okay, so now we got a topic, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate that very much. So that, like I said, a lot of the topics are from shows that I see people posting different things like that one. Thank you so much. I gotta remember that, or maybe we'll have to talk so you can do that. Perhaps you do with me. So anyway, again, like I said, how has your life goals or priorities changed post stroke? I mean, you guys must have some goals or priorities. What priorities have changed after your stroke? I mean, are there priorities that have changed? Um, but uh, is there a new identity and meaning post stroke that you have? Um, and again, I'll just go back: is what did stroke teach you about what really matters? That, that's not bad. Um, join John, who have him on the show with me. Yes, I like that. Thank you so much for these comments. I do appreciate it. But that's kind of what I just wanted to talk about there. You appreciate it. So yeah, please comment, put in the comments. Is there another topic that you'd like to know? But I like that, Gerald Chapman. You appreciate smaller things in life. Absolutely. 100% do I. Just, looking outside and just anything. It's funny. I mean, how, I don't know how long you guys spent in the hospital. Me, it was, excuse me, about a little over 2 months inpatient. I don't know if you, well, you probably do know. 9 days in ICU. Right after that, uh, took me, I think, cross street to inpatient for a little over 2 months. Wow, that's a long time. But yeah, so that's you do appreciate the little things now. Um, it just makes a difference. I mean, how you think about your life compared to how it used to be um, after your stroke. But anyway, that's a quick little tidbit here of what to talk about. Kevin, you're here. But just gonna do a little. It was just a little quick little show, and so that's what I just wanted to chat about today, this morning. So um, the show's on YouTube, LinkedIn, um, X, Facebook, a bunch of others. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and I appreciate you guys being here as usual. And if there's anything you want to chit chat about, then please put it in the comments. And no, no worries. Yeah, I'm just a quick little show here, and just wanted to talk about hope for stroke survivors. So I hope again you guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and Friday is going to be a great day. Thank you, thank you, and Colette. How are you? Nice to see you again. And yeah, I love the comments. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you guys all too have a great weekend too. If I did you live? And I know you're gonna just short-term memory here. So anyway, I just really hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and our week, which is today's Thursday and Friday. John, we will see you, and Lindora, you too. You guys have a great rest of your day, and then we'll see you Tuesday next week, and we'll be chit chatting. Feel free to reach out to me, and spread awareness, spread hope. Thank you. Okay, guys, have a great rest.